welcome back everyone to another episode of PokeMMO. Just got to give a shout out here to Spidey Gamer. Opened up Pokemon MMO to start and opened up my mail because I had mail sitting there, and he sent me 5 Hyper Potions and a Charmander. Pretty cool of him. Says he's a fan of the MMO series, so definitely want to give him a shout out. Thanks for the support, man. But anyway, today we're going to be going to Vermilion City. Going to go beat the SSN and take on Lieutenant Surge. Got a lot of grinding to do. From the start, I've told you guys, this is our series just so that we can have some fun. If you guys want us to do anything, that just let me know, and we'll see what we can't do. And one of the things you guys have been requesting is to catch all 151 before we move on to the Johto region. So we got a nice little grind for that in this episode. It's going to be a nice little montage, along with, after you get through the SSN and get HM cut, we go through and go get the old Amber in Pewter City. We also go get HM05 Flash from Professor's Aid right there next to Viridian. So I have a little quick playthrough of that way you guys don't have to watch me walking around and doing all that stuff. But yeah, that's going to be the basis of today's episode. So buckle up, guys, get ready, because it's going to be a good one. Alright, so let's go up here where that police officer is standing outside that house. A Team Rocket guy went in there and burglarized the house and took his TM dig. So we're going to come up here. Yep, he did a pretty good number on this place. Left his tracks everywhere. Miserable rockets, look what they've done to my house. They stole the TM for dig. Costed me a bundle, it did. Yeah, they did a number. Let's go out here, let's see if we can't get it back. Innocent bystander? Yeah, right. Sends out the Machop here. Let's go Ivysaur. I know Ivysaur can handle this Machop. It's just a matter of time. Who's gonna be tougher is the real question. Got some Mega Drain. Does pretty good damage on the Machop. Still don't have a flying move to take on fighting type yet. Still trying to figure out something that Gyarados can learn. I bought Aerial Ace for Gyarados, and it can't learn it. So waste of $5,000 there, but it's all good. I'm gonna send Bob in here to make sure we don't get hit with that confusion on Ivysaur that had done some pretty good damage. Bob, here's your tank. And just like I thought, Drowsy, no problem for Bob. Ivysaur wants to learn Takedown. That's not happening. Alright. He'll leave quietly. Alright, we got the TM back. Let's see if we can't go give it to this guy. What's lost is lost. He'll teach without. Okay, looks like we got TM dig. Now let's go down here. This is where we start our journey to Vermilion. We gotta go through here. There's quite a bit of trainers to go through. Got the daycare coming up here on our left. Never have used it anytime I've done any Gen 1 playthroughs. Don't know why. I always just don't really use daycares unless I'm breeding, which I didn't even start doing that. He's thirsty, so yeah, we gotta get the water, lemonade, or tea, I think it is, from the department store, which will be later on. So we got to go through the underground path here to get to the next area to get to Vermilion. I sped this up just a little bit because it's a long little path. Come back out here. Still don't have the item finder. Alright, so we got quite a few trainers here we got to take on. Let's move these Pokemon around here. Let's put Ponyta up front. Take on the bug catcher over here. There aren't many bugs out here. Sent out a Weedle, level 16, not bad. No problem for Ponyta, though. Another Caterpie. You know, I've been actually fairly surprised with Ponyta. Didn't expect it to be such a powerhouse early game. But, you know, first run through with Ponyta that I've ever done, and I'm quite impressed. Definitely would recommend a run through with Ponyta. Who's listening? Or who's there? Quit listening on us. I cannot read. Got a Squirtle. Which, by the way, so in the last episode I told you guys that that little patch of grass right there next to Nugget Bridge, if you used a lure, you would be able to find Squirtle. We put that theory to the test when we're doing our level grind and Pokemon catching, and it's true. You guys will see in the little catch montage, but we catch a couple of them for sure. Definitely, I was definitely surprised, but you know, now that we got the donation from Spidey Gamer with the Charmander, and then when we get through the catch montage, you'll see that we catch, I think it's 3 Squirtle. So we've got all 3 starters now. So if you guys want to run any other starters as well, we can definitely do that. The team is not full-fledged permanent except for Bob. Bob is permanent. Bob will forever be on the team. So don't even think about getting rid of Bob. Bob's our guy. All right. Well, I guess girl because it's a girl, but it doesn't matter. Bob's the guy. Bob's the girl. We got it. Give me that money. 320 bucks. Let's go down here, beat this bug catcher real quick. Elijah sent out Butterfree. Flame charge. Hypnosis on Ponyta? Yeah, get rid of agility for that. $240. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's get it. Isabelle sent out a stinking Pidgey. Not too fond of them Pidgeys anymore. I still haven't gotten over episode 1. Episode 1 definitely changed my outlook on Pidgey. Probably for the rest of my life. I figured Ponyta would do a little bit more on the Pidgeys, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see if we can't take this last one out here. How much moolah this lady got. $320. Nice. His name's Jeff. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Double kick this Eradicate here. And we're going to see a Spearow next. Flame charge Spearow. And bye-bye. See you later. Give me that moolah, Jeff. $320. Nice. So we're going to go in here. We're going to get healed up. I'm also going to send a message back to Spidey Gamer, thanking him for everything. So there's a little bit of a cut here. Alright, now we're all done with that. We're going to go around. In Vermilion, you can go talk to this guy over here in this house and get the bike voucher in Cerulean, which when we go back and do our level grind and get cut after SSN, we also exchange our bike voucher So we can move a lot faster now for the rest of the series. So that'll be definitely much appreciated. But we'll get the bike voucher from this guy. And then we're going to go up to the house next to the Poke Center. And in there is the fishing guru. So we can get an old rod from him as well. So let's get out of here. Let's go talk to some of these guys in this house and see if they've got anything interesting. Looking for Spearow, trade one for my Farfetch'd. We're going to have to remember that because we will need a Farfetch'd for the 151. So we're going to have to catch a Spearow at some point and trade them off. So don't let me forget that. Let's see, what do we got going on in here? Okay, this is talking about mail exchange. Letter to Saffron. Hope to see you soon. Saffron has problems with Team Rocket. Duly noted. There's 2 ports down there for the SSN. That's weird. Let's go grab this old rod. No, we can do some fishing. Probably won't fish in this episode, but definitely gonna at least get it so that we have it. Yeah, I like to fish. See, got the old rod. Alright, nice. Alright, let's get out of here. I think we're gonna go ahead and go straight to the SSN here. Tried to talk to that Machop, it wouldn't let me do it. Usually it says something. Yeah, no, here's the 2 ports. I don't know. I guess it might be something from the different regions, but yeah, this side's the SSN, so we're gonna go down this side. We're gonna get on this. Yep. Let's go. Look at that shiny bay leaf. That thing's nice. Hopefully one of these days we can get ourselves a shiny starter. Passengers are restless from the voyage. Let's see, what's this guy got to say? He's a global police agent on the trail of Team Rocket. Alright, we'll leave him alone. Now, while we're here on the SSN, we're going to challenge every trainer and get every little item we can. So we're going to start here by taking on Ann. Another Pidgey. But it's okay. We've got Bob. Let's go, Bob. Take this Nidoran out real quick. Make quick work of this. Demand you heal them in a Poke Center. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Ooh, nice. TM submission. Got a fighting type move. Alright, Tyler, what you got? We got a Nidoran. Joke's on you. I brought an Onix on a ship. Don't know if that was quite a great idea, especially to be battling with Onix on the ship. But it's alright. See what else we got here. Let's go in this room. Travel everywhere with the Wigglytuff. You know, for a second there, I thought it was just a plushie, but no, it's legit. A cherry pie. I'm not a waiter. How dare you barge in? You know, he brings up a good point. In every single one of these Pokemon games, you just walk into random people's houses and rooms and say, "Hey, look, I'm here to fight you." So yeah, I still think that's pretty funny. But the fact that they even said anything about it in one of the games makes it even better. Gentleman Arthur here, he's not happy. He likes his privacy, that's for sure. Let's take this Nidoran out. Gotta use this Hyper Potion. Thanks, Spidey Gaming. Or Spidey Gamer. My bad. Alright, give me your money. $1,064? Alright, what's in here? So this is actually quite funny. This is the heal room. Now, here in this walkthrough here, I have to find a spot to heal, and I completely forget what room it is. So we do a little bit of walking around here in a little bit to try to find the heal spot. And I literally walk into the heal room and walk right back out, and then have to resort to using all of my heals in my bag. So there's a nice little segment here for that. So just, when it comes up, you guys gonna laugh about it. I felt like such an idiot. Take this Growlithe out. I didn't know Growlithe could learn Dragon Breath. That's crazy. Gentleman Thomas, $1,008. Nice. Let's get out of here. Alright. Let's go up top here. I think this leads to the deck. They hold parties here. Let's go back up top. Yeah, this is definitely where the deck's at. The captain of the ship is a sword master. So yeah, that's who we get cut from. Let's see. He's seasick. Nice. Nope, I'm definitely not seasick, Trevor. Let's go Machop. So we have to get Bob out of here. Let's throw out Gyarados. Gyarados hadn't had very much screen time since we leveled it up. I'm still not completely sold on this Gyarados being on the team, but for early game, it's not a bad idea. $544. I guess there was a tournament that was just finished. Nice. Let's move these Pokemon around here because I see two more sailors. Okay, he's scrubbing the deck, doing work. Let's do a little jig. I think he just asked me to dance. Spark it up. I always forget when I'm fighting these shelters, they've got a higher regular defense than they do a special defense. And so I should be using Thunder or Electro Ball on those shelters, and instead I keep using Spark so they don't die in one hit. So that's just one thing that I've noticed with those shelter. They've always got a higher regular defense than special defense. $576. Nice. Now let's go back down here. So we've cleared the first floor. We've cleared the deck. Let's clear this out. Now this is where I'm starting to think about getting some heals. Trying to find somebody that can heal. This guy's talking about Snorlax, which we'll get to face one of those here later in the series. Gonna have to catch it too, so we'll have to be on our game. So yeah, this is where I decide that it's time to get some heals. So for the sake of it, I'm just gonna go ahead and use a potion. Heal up this Pikachu here. Just give him a little bit of health. Now we can take on this fisherman. Also see what's in this Pokeball up here. Dale sent out a Goldie. Spark it up. Up 21. Thunderbolt. Nice. Get rid of Electro Ball for Thunderbolt, since Electro Ball is just based on how fast you are compared to the opponent. Take out this Tentacool, which I'm surprised it didn't go down right out the gates. I really want to find the Light Orb, I think is what it's called, that Pikachu holds onto. That or a magnet. Either one of those two would be nice for a held item on my Pikachu here. Hey, look, it's a Pikachu. That did quite a bit of damage. I'm gonna send out Ivysaur. Alright. Got rid of that Pikachu. $1,288. Nice. And a Stardust in here. Okay. So, right here is when I officially decide it's time to find the healing room. And like I said, it's kind of funny. Not in here. Mind you, it's the on the first floor, the second door from the right. And for some reason, see, look, right there, I'm showing a little bit of it. Shows me healing up, and I just can't remember it at this point. So I'm aimlessly walking around the SSN trying to find this heal spot. Go in here. There's not much in here. We just kind of talk to everybody, get a great ball out of there, and then in the trash cans, they put a whole bunch of berries in them. Each one had a different one in it, so we'll see which ones we had here. A chesto berry, a cherry berry, and a pecha berry were in those trash cans. So, yeah, right there's the door. Walked right by it. Not in here. Oh, we go in it, but we turn back around. So yeah, due to me not remembering where the heal room was and not even talking to the person after I walked into the heal room again, we now decide to take on the rest of the SSN without any other heals besides what we have in the bag. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Alright, got two sailors in here, got Pikachu out, we're good. Leonard, Shelter. See, watch this. What was I just saying? That's why on all my Pokemon I try to keep one move that's physical and one move that's special, because sometimes, well, Pokemon you're versing, it makes a difference. Now, it also makes a difference when you have your IVs as well. If you've got a good attack IV but not a good special attack IV, it does make a difference, or vice versa. So, there's a lot of different variables in Pokemon. So, if you're new to the game, which at this point, you, if you're new, welcome, but everybody pretty much plays Pokemon at this point. But that's just something to kind of keep in mind when you're out, starting your journey as a Pokemon trainer. Take out this horsey. Nice. Alright, what you got, Duncan? $544? Alright, let's get out of here. Likes feisty kids like me. That's kind of weird. definitely gonna have to take out all your Pokemon now. See ya, horsey. Pikachu putting in that work. See ya. Alright, let me get your money. 544 bucks. Nice. What's in this over here? We got an ether, so those will come in handy. I like to try to save my ethers until, you know, you get to the Elite Four stage, or, you know, Victory Road, when you're rocking with Pokemon that have very low move sets on PP, and you need as much as you can when you're going through there or fighting the Elite Four. There's no worse feeling than running out of the move PP for your favorite move. Take this Tentacool out. See ya. 576 bucks. We got TM Payday. We got a fisherman on the right. Let's get him. Down Pikachu. Take out this Staryu. We're making quick work of the SSN. Last video, you know, we had everybody up to level 20 before we proceeded, so we're already pretty stacked walking onto this ship, but you know, it'll help us out here pretty soon, already being up that high in level. Let's chop out 1 HP, and I didn't outspeed. Well, it's okay. Nidorena's gonna finish it off. Which, by the way, when should we level up this, or evolve this Nidorina into the Nidoqueen? Everybody put it in the comments. I've got the Moonstone. I've got what we need to do it. Just waiting on when's a good time. And quite frankly, I've never ran Nidoqueen, so I don't know. So if you guys could, let me know in the comments when's a good time to level up Nidorina, and we'll go from there. Already been down there, so now we gotta go back up here, and then we gotta finish off these rooms. And at the end of this hallway is the way to the captain's quarters. So this was the room we left off in. Okay, none of these guys want to battle. Alright, let's take this guy on. And he asks a pretty good question. What do you find better in a Pokemon? Strong or rare? Which, quite frankly, I don't care how rare it is. As long as it's a strong Pokemon, I'll take, you know, a strong Pokemon over a legendary that's got the same amount of strength as a strong Pokemon any day. Alright, Pony to make quick work of Lamar, 952 bucks. He likes both strong and rare Pokemon. Let's mix out here. Get Bob. Yeah, you didn't see me at the party. I'm not a partier. I'm here to take all your money. Quick work of that Pikachu. Bob grew to level 22. Alright. And 288 bucks. Nice. What's in here? A super potion. We'll take that. For sure. Got 2 more doors left. And then, let's see. So nobody fights in here either. But yeah, after we're done here, we gotta fight Gary before we can get to the captain's chambers. So we got another big battle ahead of us before we can get HM cut. Alright, so that's it. Gotta fight Gary now. So let's heal up. Get everybody back to where they need to be. Use my only revive on this Pikachu. I'm running a little low on supplies here. Not gonna be able to take him on at full strength. Yeah, we don't need to use those super potions. We'll hold on to those. Alright, here we go. Bonjour. Pokédex isn't coming along too great, but it'll definitely be a lot better by the end of this video. Thunderbolt this Pidgeotto. I'm surprised it didn't kill. And I'm out of PP on Thunderbolt. Nice. Okay, we're gonna sacrifice Pikachu here so we can get a clean switch in. You did good, Pikachu. Let's go, Bob. And he had an Oranberry. Bulldoze again. See you later, Charmeleon. Dabra. I knew that was coming. Thought about using Hypnosis there, but Flame Charge. Gotta get the speed boost. We outspeed. Got it. And now we'll outspeed his next one too. Eradicate, last one. Alright, see you later, Gary. You didn't even get to see my Ivysaur that match. 1,400 bucks as well. Nice. Alright. Let's go up here, let's go get this HM. Gotta rub his back. Rub, 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 rub. Alright. So now we have cut. Get off the Vermilion or the SSN here, get back into Vermilion. And then we're gonna heal up, and then we're gonna go back over here towards the Diglett's Cave area and take on all those trainers over there as well. Yes, I would like you to heal my Pokemon. Thank you, thank you. Let's teach Cut here. Go with Neat Arena on this one. Get rid of Tail Whip. And then first we're gonna walk up here. We're gonna go all the way back here to Cerulean and go get our bike. Let's trade this ticket. Alright, now we got the bike. Now we can move faster. And then we're going to come over here. We're going to take out these trainers too, but there's only so far we can go before it's pretty much all or nothing. I don't think that there's a way back after that. So we'll take on the trainers that we can, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so we're back in Vermilion. We're going to go over here to the right by the Diglett Cave. finish off all these trainers, and then once we're done with these trainers, I'll start the grind and the catch montage. So just stick around here. We'll see exactly what we got going on. I'm gonna swap this Ivysaur out with Bob. Go take this guy on first. Win, lose, or draw. Well, we're gonna be winning. Ooh, Horsey against Bob. Okay. See what Bob can do against the Horsey. Oh boy, Bob's got sturdy though. So we'll take the Horsey out, but then we gotta switch. We gotta get Bob out of here. Let's go Pikachu. See you later, Poliwag. We got from Hugo. $1,008. Nice. Let's go take this guy on over here. Watch out for live wires. Oh, I didn't heal Bob. Use Super Potion real quick. Sonic Boom still does so much early game. If I'm not mistaken, Sonic Boom does a set amount of 20 damage, like 20 HP damage. But in the early game, man, that's a lot. I mean, Bob, he's level 24, and 20 HP off of him, I mean, that's almost halfway. So, I mean, Sonic Boom's insane. Bob tanked that tri-attack. Nice. Get out of here, Magneton. We'll put Ponyta in to take out this Magnemite. I'm glad I did. That was a Steel-type move there. Alright. $864. Nice. Let's heal Bob up here. Use a Super Potion on him. Just take this guy on. Can't get enough competition, huh? Got an Oddish. Not a good matchup for Bob. Ponyta's gonna come in and clean up this Oddish. What else you got? Got a Bellsprout. Alright, let's take this Bellsprout out. Ponyta with the screen time, man. Definitely a underrated Pokemon for sure. At least from my own personal usage rate. Oh, hey, look, a magnet. We can put that on Pikachu. Nice. I was just talking about that. I still would rather have the orb, though. Since it's specifically for Pikachu. But I don't even know where to begin to get one. Usually you have to catch a Pikachu that already has the light orb. Bob makes quick work of this youngster Dave. $288. Let's see, we've got 2 more guys to fight here on this side, and then we can take out the rest. Got a Zubat. See ya, Zubat. Slam on Bob. I think we're good. So it's a bulldoze competition. Bob's definitely gonna win. $304. Nice. Let's go over here. Let's take this kid on. Got an Ekans. No match for Bob. $336. Nice. Sitting at almost 12,000. Let's take this old guy on. Engineer Braxton. Magnemite. Sonic Boom again. Tony, underrated for early game. Sonic Boom. $1,008. Nice. He'll bob up again. Sitting at almost $1,300 over there. You've never won before. I don't think today's gonna be your day, Darian. You gotta fight through Bob. Fire Blast. Alright. And a Volpix. And see you later, Volpix. What you got for me, Darian? $1,008. We'll say there's been quite a bit of an increase in the amount of NPCs that have decent amount of cash they give you. Definitely liking it. Much appreciated. He's the best in his class. Yasu. I guess that's his name. If you ever fought a level 25 Bob, you can say now you have. Level 26. Like I said, 28 is where we're aiming for before we get to all this fighting Lieutenant Surge. So, and then just a reminder, when we do the catch montage, I will also go to Pewter City, get the old Amber from the back entrance to the museum, and then we'll also hit up the trainer aid and get HMO5 Flash. I will also show the little exclamation marks above the players that you can battle again after 24 hours. Dirk, what you got for me? $1,008. And then in this building, I do believe is the item finder. You gotta talk to the aide up on the second floor. But I do believe it's item finder. Yep, there he is right there. 30 species. Yeah, I don't have 30 species. So next episode we'll have to come back here and we'll have to get the item finder from him. But anyway, sit back and enjoy this catch montage.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down, they wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt, they're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
Alright guys, we're back in Vermilion, ready to take on Lieutenant Surge. Here's all the levels. You can pause the video here to check them all out. Level 28 all the way around. We're going to go in here. We're going to chop this tree down and see what we can't do against this guy. Need arena use cut. Alright, we ready? You ready? Alright, let's get in there. Take this guy on first. No place for kids. Alright, Dwayne, let's see what you got. Ella Kid? Let's go, Bob. Level 24 Ella Kid against a level 28 Bob. Didn't stand a chance. And there goes his Pikachu. Starting to sound like you shouldn't belong in here, Dwayne. $768, thank you much. Engineer Bailey with a Magnemite. That's not good. But Bob's a tank. Alright, he's a dog. I mean, technically a rock snake, but... Get the free switch in here. We'll send out Pony to finish off this Voltorb. Almost finished it off. Sonic Boom again. Got it. Alright. $1,152. Let's go heal up. We'll take this old man on up here. Now, the puzzle for this gym is there is a lock in one of those trash cans. And when you click it, one of the trash cans surrounding the trash can that you just clicked will have the second lock to open the doors. There's no like key way to do it. It's pretty much just based on if you click on the right trash can. So it took me a little bit to get through this one. Not even gonna lie to you, it was kind of rough. We're gonna use Paralyzed Heal here on Bob. We're gonna put Ponyta out front. Hey, look, there's his first switch, and nothing. Blocks were reset. It's got to be around here somewhere. Okay. So it's not in the first 2 rows. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nope. Oh, there's a switch. Nothing in there. Locked for reset. Like I said, here it's all about luck. You gotta hope that you can get it fairly quickly. If not, you know, you're gonna be here for a little bit just clicking on trash cans. Oh, there's one. The corner ones make it pretty easy. Alright. Puzzle solved. Let's go fight Surge. You ready? Let's get it. Alright. Voltorb to start. We'll see how many we can take out with Ponyta first before we throw in Bob. Because I'm not going to spoil it. But if you were paying attention to one of the other battles that I just did, they know a certain move that really takes Bob and makes him look weak. So we're going to take out as many as we can with this Ponyta, and then we'll go from there. And bye-bye Voltorb. Who you got next? Raichu. Alright. And the Raichu's only level 27, so I might have went 1 level over. I'm gonna sacrifice Ponyta here, unless it takes out Raichu. Nope. Sacrifice Ponyta, we're gonna get Bob in there. Yep, and there it is. Grass Knot in the Electric Gym. I do not remember that in Gen 1, but it is what it is. So now we got rid of Raichu. He sent out Magnemite. We're gonna get the free switch here. No, we're gonna heal up. Gonna heal up Bob. Walk the rest of this. Never mind. Steel type move, mirror shot. Throw Gyarados out here for some cannon fodder. See if we can't chip away at this Magnemite. Oh! Gyarados lives! Quad weakness to electric, and he stood its ground. I can't complain. Thank you, Gyarados. He must have heard that we've been talking about not keeping him on the team. I think this will be his last ride, though. Yep. Good job, Gyarados. You did more than I expected. Let's go polish him off, Ivysaur. Let's go. And there you have it. Lieutenant Surge defeated. We've got the Thunder Badge, and he gave us almost 2,600 bucks. Our Pokemon will obey us up to level 37 as well. And allows us to use Fly outside of battle. We got Shockwave. We'll check that out for Pikachu in the next episode for sure. Winning traders, Gary and me. Nice. Let's go back up here. Let's heal up. And then we'll call it for this episode. Get these heals going. Like I said, if you guys got any requests or recommendations, just comment in the chat. I'm as active as I possibly can be in that chat. I swear. If you comment, I will respond. You know, that's just kind of where I'm at with it. But this has been a good one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.